I should probably record this for Twitch, right? But this is the build I have, and this is how you be the Robo Zoner, and the reason why it works, right? So we have Cheval Trap, we got Arm Cannon, and we have Low Auto. And all of those, if you notice, they are all moves designed for long-range space control, right? If you're going to be a zoner, you need to zone. Everybody is sitting there grabbing this shit, the flamethrower, the terminal strip. Those are rushdown moves. Robocop's shitty at rushdown. Like, he's not good. He doesn't have the buttons to really do it. Like, he can do it in a pinch because he's got good mids, but it's more of like a Band-Aid on the problem. The Band-Aid is they're in close, so I put a Band-Aid on it and I use my good mids to get them back out so I can do this shit, right? This shit, the Cheval Trap, the Arm Cannon, and the Low Auto. Now there is a trap for that, right? And that's how I play this character. He's a long-range trap character. So let me go pull up practice mode and I'll show you. It's a long-range trap and you zone them out and it's very, very hard to get in. They have to kind of know what you're doing to be able to get in on it. And if they can't figure it out, like, they just stay out all day. And they just get frustrated. And the more frustrated, remember, zoning is a patient play style. It's a test of patience. I am more patient than you. The more frustrated you get, the more impatient you get, the more mistakes you make. And then I have things that I can make the call out on the mistakes. So if I set myself to full screen, right? We'll set it to full screen, right? Okay, so the real key behind this build is Cheval Trap. So when that's down, right, you hit down back 4 and then up. You have to hold up, and then he does the long Cheval Trap. And that puts a dot, right? So I put the Cheval Trap out, and now he's taking damage. But what's interesting about Cheval Trap, right, when you put that down, they cannot dash. They have to walk or they have to jump to get out of the trap, and they sit there and eat this shit. So while they're doing that, right, while they're sitting there eating the trap, I'm peltering them with this, holding them back, right, keeping them out, and they just sit there, and you see how that damage added up real quick, right? Put the Cheval Trap, and they have to eat that. Now, how do you get the Cheval Trap out? Because if you look, it starts up at 50 frames, but that's not important. That's the startup on the Cheval Trap is not important. What you need to understand is where you can get the frame advantage to launch that shit, and that's going to be right here. So this is a hit advantage 31 frames. That's the high shot, right? So at 31 frames, that means that Cheval Trap is active in 20 frames because I'm plus, right? That's the idea, is you fish for the knockdown with that, right? You fish for the knockdown with that, and then you don't fuck it up, right? And then you get the Cheval Trap out there, and then you start, and then you start, and then maybe you can throw one of those out. But the real kicker, right? The real bullshit, which I couldn't do during our set, Azuna, is this, right? Is this one. That, right? That's the real shoot. Because look, it combos, right? When you get it out, right? Bam! You can get a combo. So you launch this shit, right? You wait a second, you throw that out there, and that lets you get another Cheval Trap, right? So the idea is you hit this, right? You get the Cheval Trap out, you get the amplified one. Oh, hold on, you get that. Let me not fuck it up, right? You get that, and then you start zoning, and then you hit this, bam, right? And you see that now they're at half health before they even get in. And the only way to escape that is to jump, right? So they jump, they get over that, but that's where this comes in. Because this, I can delay to catch your jump if I think they're going to jump, right? Delay that, throw that out there. So the idea is I hit that, I hit that, I throw this out there, I do a low shot to check you, I do the amplified one, and then I do this shit. Bam. And then I go right back into it. And then once I get another knockdown, I put the next trap out. So it's a very execution-heavy build, right? Because I'm doing down, back, 4, down, back, up, meter burn, back 4, 2, back 4, 1, right? I'm doing a lot with my hands. That's why I play this variation, because I'm doing a lot. I'm using an entire command list to zone you out, and I'm doing a lot of button pressing. It's not zoning. I'm not just shooting like low shot. Like most people that play Robocop, they just live and die by the low shot. But you have to, once you get all his shit out there, right? Then you get fucking big fucking Robocop fucking zoning. That's how you build it. And I feel like I feel like Terminal Strip, the mid grab, and the flamethrower, all they do is kind of patch his garbage close range game. But like, if you're gonna play RoboCop and you're gonna be a zoner, why would you take moves to help you do something that you like? If I wanted to do mid grabs and like restands, I would pick a character that's built for that, right? If you're gonna pick a zoner, like, why aren't you building your zoner to be a zoner and then getting good at controlling space? That's why I say most people that zone at this game fucking suck at it. They're just shitty. They don't even try. They're just like, you know, anybody that plays RoboCop with fucking command grab and fucking flamethrower, you're not a zoner. You're just a bootleg rushdown player. You're just a rushdown player who's trying to be edgy and like different, but you're not a zoner because RoboCop has all the tools for zoning. And there's even more fucked up builds that I found for zoning, like the electro trap and shit like that, but I just haven't really fucked with them. But like, that's the build of my RoboCop. That's how I play it. That's the setup. That's the trap. It's a full screen trap. And as you saw, like, if I can get the whole thing out, dude, you're at half health before you even get in. And I can set that up at any time off of any, that's why, you know, when you do the fucking this shit, right, you always end it with that, right? End every combo with that, and then you go right into it, guaranteed, right? Even if 2-1, right? You just, every combo goes there, and then right back out. And now you have to deal with me, you know? And then you have to deal with it, right? I can sit there and I can set that. And now I have a full screen of shit that, like, no matter where you go, you're going to be eating dots. That's how you play RoboCop.